Be patient, brothers. The Lord already got women lined up for his men. Before I get into the video, this lesson, I want to give all the glory, honor, and praise to the Heavenly Father, the God of Israel, Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, our Lord and Savior, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Excuse me. Peace to all you brothers out there. There's also laboring in this ministry, doing the work of the Lord in sincerity and truth. And also, peace to all you believers out there as well. This is Brother Nick, coming back at y'all another video, another lesson through the Spirit. And I'm doing a little walk and talk at night, walking on my street, just a lesson, to clear my head, or walking to clear my head rather, just doing a little lesson, man, because you can better articulate your thoughts, and the Spirit can flow better when you're walking, I found lessons to be more edifying and smoother when I'm doing the walk and talk thing. So today I want to get into a lesson. Like I said, be patient, brothers. The Lord already got women lined up for his men. Right? And this video here is gonna pretty much be like a exhortation, for the brothers, man. Like, we don't have to settle for these evil westernized American women, these Babylonian women, because they not beneficial to us in our walk, in our journey, in our path, in our calling. They can only hinder us, the vast majority of them. That's why the Lord is causing some brothers, to be single, to stay single, and the scriptures promote that anyway. In 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter, he says about, are you loose from a wife? Are you bound to a wife? Seek not to be loose, but are you loose from a wife? Seek not a wife. Scriptures speak about how the time is short, because, the prophetic time of Jacob's trouble is on the way. A time in which there'll be disease, famine, martial law, chaos, crime and violence, and war, on a global scale and domestically, which is World War III, race wars, civil war. That's all on the way. And concerning World War III, it's going to call for another draft. And according to the prophecy written in 2 chapter 16, verse 33 through 34, and also Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 25, it's pointing to the fact that damn near all of the men will be killed in these wars, in the war, or die by famine, which will leave women with no help, no guidance, and most importantly, protection. And that's where the men of the Lord comes into play at, because they'll be the only survivors that the Lord left, alive in the land, And the Lord will give these men spiritual powers to defend themselves from their enemies. And they also have the capability of defending others as well, thereby making them more precious than fine gold and skyrocketing their value, The man of the Lord is, going to be made more precious than fine gold. Going to be valuable and highly esteemed. We're going to be precious, right? Let's grab the definition of that real quick. To be precious, it says, let me see. It says of an object, substance, or resource, which in this context would be the Israelite man of the Lord. It says of great value, not to be wasted or treated carelessly. By who? Women and people in general, for that matter. So we're gonna be valuable, right? Extremely useful or important, right? And we've been taught that we are the complete opposite of this, and that we're unimportant, and we serve no purpose or no use other than to serve the fucking woman. That's what they taught us here in this society, that the woman is better than you. Your female counterpart is better than you, and you was put here to worship and serve them. And that's bullshit, The scriptures call the woman the weaker vessel. We're the superior gender. The Father made, God made man in his image. We the head of the woman. So it says high priced, dear. It says rare, choice, fine, exquisite, irreplaceable. See? These women here in America, they think, a man of the Lord, we come a dime a dozen, which we don't. It's very rare to find, a man that fears the Most High. Scripture speaks about that. A faithful man who can find, A faithful man who can find. We're very rare and valuable. Lamentation, the 4th chapter, tell you that. How the precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold. We the sons of the living God. We the top men on the planet Earth. This earth was made for us, man. The creator of the universe and his son look just like us, and we related to them directly. So how you don't have no value? This whole earth was made for you, Israelite man. You're more creative than everybody else. Damn, all the inventions that people use in this modern era and day and age was made by you. You look better than everybody else. You have the salt, you have the swag, you have, the spirit that these other nations of women can't get enough of. You're the most desirable man on the planet Earth, man. The way that you dress, the way that you talk, the way that you move, the way that you fuck, Your mindset. Everything about you is different and better than every demographic of man on this earth. And especially if you're a man of the Lord, the spirit of the Lord that dwells within you makes you even more different and more rare and even more exquisite, And that's going to be seen and exposed in these upcoming days, man. When the Lord give his men spiritual power. They're going to see the value in you. They're going to see what makes you special. So we're going to be a safe haven, a shelter, a sanctuary, a refuge for these women out here, man. Because You know, the men of the Lord, the scriptures say that we're going to be as a hiding place from the wind, a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in the dry places, a shadow of a great rock in the weary land. So we're going to be protection in the time, in the midst of Jacob's trouble. You know, we're going to be a refuge for these women. We're going to be the woman's covering. We're going to be their ticket of salvation. You know, and we're going to be the requirement. Only through a man of the Lord are you going to make it. You know, so it's going to be a different type of desire, a different type of pursuing and chasing in that day. You know, far greater than what they do to these celebrities. You know, these actors, these singers, these rappers. You know, these athletes. It's going to be that desire that women have toward them is going to be even greater than when it comes to us, because it's going to be based off that motive is going to be driven by survival. You know what I'm saying? That desire is going to be driven by survival, and women are going to do whatever it takes to survive, man. You know. And they gonna witness, they gonna see power that none of these niggas that they had crushes on. You know, these stupid bitches be having celebrity crushes, you know, or whatever crush they be having. These niggas have never tasted or will taste the type of power that the Lord's about to give you, his men, you know. Man, our value is going to be inconceivable in the eyes of these women, man. We're going to be viewed as you know, symbolically like the ark in the flood, man. You know, we're going to be viewed as the only avenue of salvation and survival. And I believe the vast majority of women, you know, that's going to cleave to brothers in Isaiah 4:1 is going to be women from other countries, you know, because scripture say 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, and that it could be 7. That's just the ratio. 7 is the number of completion or perfection. So it can be, it's going to be at the least 100 to 1 man, you know. Men are going to go damn near extinct out here. Scriptures speak about how 1 man shall desire to hear another man's voice, or women especially. They going to just desire to be in the presence of a man, you know. You're going to be valuable just because you're a man. But even though you have these other things to add to you, you know, such as spiritual power, the Lord dealing with you, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, you know, things like that, you know. But your manhood is going to be viewed as something, you know, highly esteemed in the eyes of women. Because women gonna be lonely out here, man. And they ain't gonna want to be alone. You know? They gonna want your company. They gonna want companionship. They gonna want to be in your presence. They gonna want to stick with you, be with you, be your wife. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want to secure a spot in your life. You know, because they being with you, they have a greater chance of staying alive, it being cared for and protected and shielded, you know, and won't have to experience a lot of fucked up things, you know. the other women may be going through, you know? And we're not going to accept every single woman that comes with, you know, try to beg and ask for our protection or try to be with us, man. We ain't going to accept all of them, you know? Like I said, the majority of our women, I'm led to believe that they're going to come from other countries because the Lord is going to kill the vast majority of black women here in America, Israelite women here in America, because they're not fit, they not worthy, they too far gone, you know. They too far gone, you know. So it's like we basically, you know, being turned off from these women here in America. Like, the Lord has opened our eyes to women from different parts of the world, Israelite women from different parts of the world, because Israel is scattered, and the majority of our people, you know, are women. They make up the majority of our people, so they're gonna be. Well, one of my personal favorites is Israelite women. You know, that's Ethiopian, Brazilian, Colombian, Venezuelan, women from Africa, Mexican, you know, Cuban, Puerto Rican. You know, I love all of them. You know, I love all of them, man. The African Dominican, you know. But it's somebody, them Ethiopian women, Brazilian women, them Colombian women, them Venezuelan women. Hey, yo, they be fine as hell. And guess what? You know, the Lord gonna have a couple of them. You know, the Lord gonna give us some, man. Some of those, man. You know? Because the scripture said, delight thyself in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of your heart. You want to, you know, you want 10 from, you know, Mexico. You get 20 from Venezuela. You get you know, a little 30 ball from, you feel me, Africa, you know, et cetera, you know. The men of the Lord gonna have their pick out here. We have our pick of the litter. And we ain't gonna be strictly confined to these Babylonian women. So Eve better not think that, you know, for a second, that they all we got. Never that. Never that, man. We don't need Eve in America, man. We don't. The Lord can kill every single black woman here in America. He won't, but, you know, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, he could. And we'll still have more than enough, you know, women to choose from. But the Lord merciful. He gonna cause, you know, a couple of them to cleave the brothers, man. And I don't want a lot of them. But really, you know, I want the majority of mine from other countries, man. Fuck these hoes here, man. They too fucked up. They heart ain't right, you know. But, you know, whatever the Lord bless me with, I'm gonna be grateful for it, because hopefully, you know, we make it. We survive this shit, man. But, you know, the Lord got women out here that's ducked off, that barely go out, that's barely, you know, that's rarely seen. It's homebodies, you know, they wholesome, feminine women, you know, and raised in a strict home with both parents and sheltered in by them, and they got good values, you know, instilled into their heart. You know, they was, you know, they grew up from a youth, from a little girl seeing their mother, you know, run their daddy bathwater after a long day of working. You know, they seen the mother prep the meals, so she know how to cook and season food well, etc. So she know how to prep food and make shit from scratch. She know different recipes by heart. and she seen her mother serve her father, first before herself, serve him food before the rest of the family eat. She seen him, take off his shoes, while he's sitting on the couch, and she seen the back rubs, the sitting on the lap, the kissing, and all the affection. She seen, all these different acts of servitude. So she know how to treat a man. She and the Lord, have certain women, that's taught certain skills, being raised in traditional homes, being raised in rural areas, learning how to prep a chicken, you know what I'm saying? So like how to cut the head off deep, get the feathers out, gut it, clean it up and shit like that, making it ready to cook, or doing a fish the same way, descaling it, cutting the head off, cutting certain parts, knowing where to cut, and gutting the fish and stuff, man. You know how to prep goats and sheep, to be eaten. Know how to make bread from scratch, because those are valuable skills that we're going to be able to use as men of the Lord in Jacob's trouble. So we're going to accept, different women like that. You know what I mean? That, that's able to be led in righteousness as well. To be able to be taught the correct way according to the scriptures, how a woman's supposed to be, how a woman's supposed to act, how a woman's supposed to live and behave, certain, different virtues and principles that comes with, wisdom. So, these women, have these certain skills that we're going to be able to benefit from, because we're going to feed multitudes as well, just like Yahushua did. He said, these works and greater shall you do, right? So Yahushua fed multitudes, we're going to do the same thing in that day. So you got a woman that know how to, descale a fish, brothers, catch fish and stuff like that, get them a basket of fish. You have certain women that know how to descale them and prep them up. They put them in some foil, and brothers use spiritual power to cook them. You know what I'm saying? And brothers multiply them and shit like that, using the spiritual power, so you can feed, these vast amounts of other women, they other sister wives and stuff like that. So, we're going to accept women that can be an asset and that's humble enough to be led and taught in the spirit. You know what I mean? And a lot of them, they're going to be fine too. They're going to be beautiful. And we're going to, we all going to have sex with them, lay down with them, you know what I'm saying? Become one flesh with them, That's what they're going to want anyway. So only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. They're going to be called your wives. How do you, a man marries a woman? Through the act of sex. Sex is marriage, That's how they come together. That's how they connect. That's how they bond, So she going to get your name through sex, and they're going to be throwing it at you, especially when they see that power. They see you flying and shit. They see you protecting. They see you, killing these different troops that try to harm them, or these different motherfuckers that got let out of prison, et cetera, you know what I mean? These sickos, these rapists, they see you, on some one-man army shit through the spirit, with super strength, super speed, shooting electricity out your hands and shit, shooting laser beams out your eyes and breathing fire, you know what I'm saying? Sick and evil beasts, newly created creatures on motherfuckers, man. Having them to get mauled to death. When they see throwing motherfuckers in the sky, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Ripping motherfuckers apart. I'm talking about just whooping they fucking ass, doing all types of crazy ass moves. You know what I'm saying? Different martial art styles that motherfuckers never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Punching through motherfuckers. I'm talking about like breaking limbs. I'm talking about cutting niggas in fucking half, like karate chopping niggas in half, man. You know what I'm saying? With bulletproof vest on and armor, you know, armor on and shit, man. When they see that, yeah, they gonna want you. They gonna all of you, man. They gonna have your baby, you know. And scripture says she shall be saved in childbearing, you know. So we're gonna pop them, you know. We're gonna plant our seed in a lot of women, man. There's gonna be a lot of pregnant women getting on them ships, man. A lot of pregnant women getting on them ships. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna be definitely a beautiful thing, man. You know. For a lot of brothers, you know, for the brothers that's like sex deprived and they have to, you know, practice abstinence and the semen retention, just be patient and wait. You have all the sex you want. This shit gonna be overwhelming too. It's gonna be throwing it at you constantly, all the time. You know what I mean? All the time. You know? So you're gonna have your fair share of intimacy during that time. You know? So you know it's you know, especially if you're young, that's you got a biological drive to want to be fruitful and multiply that the Father instilled in you as a man. You know, you had that fire, that passion, you know what I'm saying? That you just want to spread your seed, you know? You want to reproduce, you want to multiply, you want to continue your legacy, you know? And the Lord's keeping you back from it now because you got to focus on your mission first, you know? No man that wars entangle himself with the affairs of this life. He may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. There's a time and place for everything, man. But right now, you got to be locked in. So it's not that the Lord ain't gonna give it to you. You're gonna have a chance to enjoy family and wives, you know, children and stuff. Because scripture speak about how children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. So the Lord's gonna give you that, you know, in due season though. In due season. The Lord will give every needful thing in due season, as it is written. You just gotta be patient, wait for it, man. Wait for that. He'll give you women that's suitable to carry your seed. You know what I'm saying? You know, Israelite women that's the best. He will give you the best of the best. And what that looks like, we don't know yet. But he will give you the best of the best to reproduce with, man. You know, to nation build with. You know, and they're gonna have beautiful souls, beautiful spirits, man. And these is women out there, you know, that you know, they know how to do womanly duties. Cook, clean, take care of children, and turn the house into a home. They're affectionate. And they was specifically designed just for you. They're not perfect women, but they got a good foundation, raised right, you know, raised okay, decent, and able to be led and molded into a virtuous woman. Moldable and foldable. And I believe the Lord got certain women born for that purpose of serving his elect men and bearing their seed. You know, it's in the scriptures that women were made for men. We go here to 1 Corinthians 11:7. It says, "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man." Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So the Lord created women just for his elect. And their whole lives, the Lord has been preparing and preserving her just for you. You know, she's a virgin, and she holding out for a specific man just like you. You know, and it's a saying out there, what you looking for is looking for you too. You know, and the Lord's gonna lead you to what you looking for in the time of Jacob's trouble, or he gonna lead her to you. You know, and when she finds you, she's gonna be all about you. You know, it's gonna be like a wish or dream come true. You know, and she gonna serve you and bear your seed for all eternity. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, you know, to have them in your corner. You know, scriptures speak about how a good wife is a good portion. We shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. You know, she can be an asset to you, you know, to help you out. Because, you know, that's what a woman's created for. He that getteth the wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. You know, so she can be your pillar of rest. You know, she can be your possession. You're gonna own her, man. She can be your property, Israelite man. So she's gonna submit to you and obey you during that time. And they're gonna love you, man. You're gonna be the shit in that day. That's the only thing that they're gonna be thinking about. They're gonna think about you, dream about you. When they wake and sleep, only thing they're gonna be on their mind is you. You know, that's how it should be. You know, the days of woman worship, woman being put on a pedestal, you know, and they think that it's all about them. Them days are fucking over, man. Them days are coming to a close. You know? And I think the Lord, you know, fashioned, you know, those certain women, you know, in a way that they just for you. You know, some soulmate type shit, you know. Like their whole personality and vibe meshes well with yours. And like I said, as soon as the Lord lead them to you in Isaiah 4:1, y'all gonna click instantly, you know. And she gonna love your dirty draws. Right? Like attracts like. And, you know, most women, modern women in America may not, you know, like you or attracted to you. You know, you men of the Lord because of who you are and what you stand for, but best believe you somebody's type. And only really a specific, you know, type of woman really values you and love you inside and out, you know, for who you really are instead of what you can do for them. You know, and they out there, man. We may not think that they don't exist, but they out there, bro. Trust and believe that. And the Lord gonna bring them to you when the time is right. It's Sirach chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that fear the Lord. Again, that's why most modern women, you know, don't fuck with you, because the Lord don't want them in your life. Because, you know, as it is written, many of them have already gone aside after Satan. You know, so he ain't gonna put no demonic asshole in your life, man. Even though she fine, you may want her, you may want to smash, but scripture says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. You know, this shit ain't worth it. You know, I found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleased the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So the Lord's causing you to escape by, you know, if you happen to have this bitch in your life, he'll bounce that hoe right out. You know, had that happen to me plenty of times. That's the Lord, you know, causing you to escape from her. You know, or the Lord just cut it off before if you get started. You have her to ghost you. Just not be attracted to you. Even though if you're a handsome brother, you take care of yourself. Your brothers be in the gym, but, you know, groom themselves real nice. Take care of themselves, man. You know? And it's just still not enough. Because it's spiritual. It's spiritual reason or meaning behind that shit. It's the Lord. You know, because he controls people. He controls, you know, women's thoughts, actions, all that, you know, words. So it's the Lord keeping them away from you because they ain't right. And they'll only hinder you in the Lord's calling and purpose for your life. So, but that godly woman will be given to you. And 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be from another country. Because wifey material is more common in foreign lands, third world countries, rather than America or the UK. These westernized civilizations or societies. This Sirach 26 and verse 24. A dishonest woman contemns shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. And the women the Lord got set aside for you, they gonna respect you. They gonna be honest women. And even more so when they see the power that the Lord give you. They ain't gonna want to disrespect you because they gonna see what you do to them troops, through the spirit of the Lord. They gonna see all that blood shed, They gonna see them superpowers and shit that they seen on them movies and, animes and stuff, TV shows. So they ain't gonna want to disrespect you, They're gonna be just as sweet and kind, because when they see that shit, they're gonna be kind of borderline scared of your ass too. And that's how it needs to be, Your woman needs to fear you, Not that you would do something like hurt your woman, hurt your wife or something, but she needs to know that you're nothing to be fucked with. You're nothing to be played with, man. Just like how we fear the Lord as his woman spiritually, our women will need to fear us, It's that healthy reverence and respect to know not to cross you, or to disrespect you, or to be a straight demon towards you, as a lot of modern women do they men nowadays. They're not afraid to hit you, or scratch you up, pour boiling hot water on your ass, or key your car, or slash your tires, or just do something to hurt you, because they know they got the government and judicial system on their side. No matter what goes on, if just say you could have a black eye, you can be bloodied up from this bitch, trying to hurt you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you put your hands on her, or you try to get off of you, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you just holding her down and she called the police or some shit. When the police come in now, they just gonna see nigga on top of woman, and they automatically gonna put your ass in jail. They gonna tackle you, cuff you up, and send your ass to jail. And guess what? They all gonna blame it on you. It's your fault. And she know that shit too. She know that the local PD and the sheriff's department is gonna be on her side in domestic situations. That's why they don't respect you, because you don't have no power. Israelite, man. You under the curses. You at the bottom. But the Lord about to make all that shit change. And our women gonna respect and reverence us, man. Because the Lord gonna bless us with power that none of these nations of the earth gonna be able to taste, man. And the Lord gonna show that he with you and nobody else, man. The Lord love you, man. And he's working through the Israelite men in the earth. These women gonna see that. And they gonna respect that. And they gonna be silent and loving, right? Sirach 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed, right? So the Lord knows that we love and desire women, man. And he gonna give us the ones that's silent and loving to us as a gift, Because the woman is the glory of the man. We desire women. We love women. I know I do. I don't like the ones that's wicked, But the Lord's definitely gonna give brothers the ones that's that's sweet, kind, and humble, man. For you to nation build with. Proverbs 18 and verse 22, whoso finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor of the Lord. And the Lord, it don't say here whoso finds a woman, it's whoso finds a wife, right? And wifey material is very hard to come by, man. Very hard to come by. It's a rare thing in today's time. You know? A woman that can really be a wife, that's a good thing, right? And Lord's gonna allow us to find that because he favors us, right? And she's gonna forward your program, what you got going on, your walk. She's gonna be beneficial to you, you know? She's gonna add to you. She's gonna further your mission. You know, she's gonna help you along your journey. You know, she's gonna support you in your journey. You know what I mean? She's gonna do what she was created to do. She's gonna be on her purpose, which is to serve you. You know? Wifey material is rare, but they do exist. The Lord's gonna show you that they exist. And they're gonna be from other countries too. Vast majority of them. So yeah, man, be patient, brothers. You know, Lord already got women lined up for his men, man. You know, in the future. I just seen the chariot. You know, so keep moving, keep pushing, man. And fuck these American women, man. A lot of them ain't worthy to be with you. Don't settle. Keep your standards, man. Because there's women out there that will live up to those standards that you have. Peace.